Okay, here we go, guys. This is my first YouTube live broadcast. I do quite a bit on Facebook, live Facebook events, guys, or live Facebook videos or whatever, guys. But this is my first YouTube one, so bear with me. My name is Philip Lopez with nichesbecrazy.com. It's my website, my blog. And what I want to talk about today is basically how to overcome shiny object syndrome. This is something that I think a lot of people suffer from, myself as well. I like to say that it's something that it's in the past for me, but it's really not. I'm just being completely honest. I still get it from time to time. So, with that being said, I want to talk about what drives it. What drives shiny object syndrome. The thing is, you don't really want to buy over and over and over again. But you end up doing it anyways, right? Um, it's just something you do. You end up buying that new product. You end up buying whatever it is. Maybe you start a new process after quitting on an old one that if you stuck with it, might have worked, right? But you end up going with a new thing instead of just continuing on with the proven method. Okay, now it's something that's very common in the internet marketing realm. That's what I'm talking about specifically because that's what I'm in, and yeah, guys, I think it's just very common. So, it's like these guys with these sexy sales pages, pain points brought out there, and things like of that nature. Know what they're actually doing. Timers, whatever. Scarcity kills it in this industry. Okay, it really does. Just last night I was looking at something that I was like, oh man, I really have to get this right now. Who knows? I might still get it. I'll admit I might still get it because it's something that I think can help my following. With that being said, guys, I know this stuff from personal experience and also from observations. It's not just somebody just talking about it. It's found this topic somewhere, and they're just trying to talk about it. I've experienced this myself. If you look at my bookmarks bar, you would see tons and tons of products. Free, paid products, whatever. Guys, I spent a lot of money in this industry. Now the thing is that you kind of lack a plan of purpose, young Skywalker. and your body and mind need one in order to operate in the most successful way, right? So when you don't have one and your body and mind need one, actually your body and mind, then they look for something they can do to make you feel productive. That might come in the form of checking your email every 5 seconds, maybe spending copious amounts of time on Facebook being unproductive, or of course buying your new shiny object. All right. Now I want to give you a couple examples that will hit close to home. I say that because it hit close to home for me. So I want you to think about it. This is kind of like when a retired person wakes up with nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do. They've been working their whole lives. And maybe it was in a blue collar job. Whatever, guys. They've been working their whole life. Maybe this guy watches a couple hours of the news. And then they head over to their local diner, their local pub, or whatever, right? And they give their views on the news. With the local yokels, and they do this for the next couple hours, right? It makes that person feel important. It makes them feel productive in some kind of way, right? It makes them feel like they're doing something right? One more example in this one you might even hit closer to home is when you know someone that doesn't have a job, or maybe you currently are this person, or have been this person in the past. I know I have. I'm just being honest, guys. And this person may spend 30 to 45 minutes looking for a job, hunting for a job, so they say, and what's it called? So they can just go out there and say, "Hey, I tried really hard, but hey, nobody's hiring," right? So that's kind of something that happens too. I've done it myself, guys. Just being completely honest. And this reminds me of a saying in Spanish that says, "Están buscando jale, pidiéndole a Dios no encontrar." That means that basically the translation of that is they're looking for God. Let's repeat that. They're looking for work, begging God not to find any. Okay, do you see what I'm talking about here? So basically, they're out there looking for work, but they're not really looking for work. They're just looking for the excuse to say, "Hey, I'm looking for work," and then nobody's hiring. Kind of like what I said earlier. So I know this sounds familiar. And this is pretty much self-preservation incarnate, right? It's a self-preservation kind of thing. You see, it's hard for people to admit that they currently suck. Try putting that on a quote or whatever. You see all these sayings. Put that on Instagram or something like that. I would love to see that. And maybe they're just really looking to coast for a little bit, and they don't want to admit that. They don't want to. I know I didn't when I was doing it. Just being honest. I could ramble on and about this. If you haven't noticed, I'm a bit of a talker. But you're a smart cookie, and I think you get the point. So let me give you a 3-step plan to destroy shiny object syndrome. This most terrible affliction. Okay, so let's get back to you. les I can't even say my own. I'm reading this off a blog post of mine, guys. So les entrepreneurs extraordinaires. All right. So you need to feel validated in your work, Holmes. But if you lack a plan or a purpose, then you'll fall back into checking your email, maybe checking your Facebook every 5 seconds. Buying up every digital product under the Tuscan sun. So without further ado, I want to tell you about the steps that you can use to murder the shit out of shiny object syndrome, okay? Or SOS, whatever you want to call it, all right? First, number one, let's say number one, create a kick-ass and rock solid slash redundant plan of the shit you want to get done in the next 30 to 365 days, the next month or year, okay? Number two is get out of paper and pen and physically write down your kick-ass rock solid plan so you can achieve that stuff, all right? And number three, this is probably the most important one, is make sure to absolutely, positively, oh my God, I can't believe it's not butter, work on anything else before your daily work is done. Not work on anything else before your daily work is done, okay? That means you don't open your emails, you don't get on Facebook, and you don't buy a damn thing until that shit is done, okay? Sorry, I cuss. That's just the way I am, I'm sorry for virtually leaving. Oh, I wrote that in my blog post, but I'm sorry for yelling. But I had to get that point across because I drank some Coke earlier and I'm feeling a little jumpy. So you know this stuff makes sense, And in fact, you're probably thinking to yourself that this makes a lot of sense. And boy, is Phil super smart and handsome, and you're right on both accounts, So no, I'm just playing. But yeah, guys, you'll see that you start feeling validated once you get this shit done for the day, and you won't even feel the need. At least I say that now, but you won't feel the need as bad to go out there and open up your email, open up your Facebook, and go out there and start buying every shiny object you see. And I'll admit, I get the urges. Like I said earlier, and it was something last night that was just like a little tool. And this stuff is gonna happen, guys. But you'll get it less and less. You'll be a little bit more selective. That's a good thing. You'll be more selective, and I'm not saying don't go buy stuff. I'm just saying buy only what you need or what can really, really help you. Okay. Now you're gonna be getting. I want you to be using your email. Now get this. Pay attention here. When you actually need to use it. The same goes for Facebook. You get on there when you actually need to connect with someone. And the same goes with buying stuff up. You buy the training, the software that you need to automate as much of your business as possible, or learn that one little step that you need to learn next. Okay, so that's a big part of it. This stuff will help you save more time. It'll help you save Mary Jane. it'll help you take the gun, leave the cannoli, and save 15% of your car insurance. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I don't know. I wrote that in my blog post. I just thought it was funny. So basically, don't buy shit that's. I don't want you buying up shit that says something like you need this or you will fail. Because you don't absolutely need everything. You can make do with minimalistic kind of stuff. Okay. So anything that says otherwise is kind of complete horse crap, unless they're talking about some really good training that could help your business, So stop being scared into buying stuff. Now, the plan of attack is simply just execute your rock solid plan every stinking day. That's 24, not 24/7, but that's 365, 366 days a year if it's a leap year or whatever. And all of that other crap won't seem as important as it was before because you're too damn busy being too damn productive, So yeah, guys, that's a big part of it, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is self-discipline. I want you to forget about that, guys. Fact of the matter is most of you are probably not. You're probably better off doing something else other than trying to master the art of self-discipline, So I want you to think about this, It's kind of like when you watch a TV show at a certain time, Back in the day, my father, my brothers, my cousins, and I, we used to watch Jeopardy because we were total nerds. We would battle it out, and we would try and, and see who could get the most answers right on Jeopardy. That's what we did, And we did that every day. We were addicted, And I would still do it if we were around, It's so addictive, So what's easier? Somebody with an addiction is not going to really get over that quickly, right? So what's easier? What you can do, instead of mastering the art of self-discipline, you can just go up there and fill that schedule up with something else, right? You just replace whatever you have there. Get addicted to building your business instead, and that's what goes on, And this doesn't just work for TV shows; it can work with your business as well, And right now you're probably thinking, hey, this what's it called? This is some good stuff right here, And I really think it's going to help you. Okay, all kidding aside, I'm kind of a jokester myself, So I want you to take this stuff and actually really run with it. These 3 steps right here can change the way you do your business now and forever, right? Well, at least until you're dead. That's kind of dark, isn't it? But yeah, guys, I really think this will help. I hope that you found some value in what I said here. If you have, I want you to go ahead and check out my blog. I've actually made almost a carbon copy. I'll be honest, this video is just really a carbon copy of my blog post. If y'all want to go to my blog, kind of take some notes or whatever. Instead of taking notes during the video, what you can do is just go back to my blog and just copy and paste stuff onto a Google Doc sheet, whatever, the copy points, some of the stuff you don't really need to know, but the main points, the 1, 2, 3 steps, you can go over to my blog and get those. Okay. I left the link in the description below. I don't know, it's somewhere down here, guys. But yeah, I really think it's going to help you out. Leave a comment below if you found this helpful, share it, subscribe to my channel, go check out my blog, friend me on Facebook, just go to Facebook and look up Philip Lopez. You'll see me drinking a Cosmo. That's my picture on there. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. Thank you for joining me here on this live session. I'm going to probably do more. Hopefully this came out right. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.